As you look out the window, Awat, Seth, and, well, technically Edmond, since you're at the cockpit, you might be the first one to see it. You see a pillar of smoke rising up from the Smithsonian. You then see another, what appears to be some improvised explosive device go off, and part of the wall come crumbling down on the east side of the Smithsonian. You have not landed yet, you're still in the air.
War zone or not, I'm putting her down.
As you begin your descent, that would probably be when Awat and Seth get the first views of these two columns of smoke. You can see that another explosive has gone off. This one does not seem to have been targeting the Smithsonian. This seems to have been something a little bit further out and just hit the street, essentially.
We must make haste. They're making their move. Land.
We make ours.
So, as always, Edmond, your pilot role here for landing. Especially since you're not doing it on a tarmac here.
I'm not.
Well, Awa was gonna bang on the door. You need to land as close as possible.
Where is the closest? I mean, I succeed, alright, but if I knew this, I would have willpowered it. I mean, it's the Smithsonian. It's fairly... I mean, that's... I guess that's a park. Well, it's gonna be. That's a close landing. But I guess if this plane can't take off again, it doesn't matter.
So where are you landing?
Well, we're obviously landing right in the middle of the Smithsonian area on the park in between.
Land on a few cultists.
So you're essentially landing near the American History food kiosk. Right across the street.
Get a burger on the way down.
I don't know where that is, but
it's right across the street.
Well, the Smithsonian is multiple buildings. There's not just one Smithsonian.
Yes, I was assuming you were going to park in front of the National Museum, the National, what is...
Yeah, you see the giant,
Natural History.
The Washington Monument and the Capitol. You see that just big airstrip looking thing? That's where we're landing. It's probably not entirely flat. There's probably, like, you know, a building or something in the way.
All right. This plane comes crashing down. It is hitting stuff. Wings are being busted, but I mean, you're on the ground, so it doesn't really matter. This plane's not getting back up, though.
This really hurts to do.
It's also at this point that you hear a radio hailing the plane, essentially.
Yeah, this is Arabian Flight. How can I help you?
Okay, I don't know who's making these jokes, but I'm here with... Oh, jeez, everybody? Everybody that's... Essentially, this is a troop transport helicopter. We've commandeered it. We see that there is something going on at the Smithsonian. I'm with 0 Hour here.
Oh, very good, very good. Come to fight. Yes.
How's the situation? Which side are you
we've
on?
only just landed. We're working with... Well, we're the ones working with you. The ones based out of this... the cult based out of here. We just returned from our merry trip across the world to wake the dead for you.
I quite frankly don't care what you're dealing with, your whole dusty wannabe gods. I have really no interest in that.
I'm losing interest too rapidly, but I'm stuck doing it.
We
Please don't hit us.
We want to land closer. If you can give us a landing zone, I've got like Frankenstein wannabes on here. I've got a couple of Harry Potters. And this voice is very feminine. You can tell it's a female speaking.
Okay. The fighting is already at the Smithsonian buildings. I would not do a hot drop like we stupidly have. Put yourself down by the Washington Monument. It's open. It's probably the best LZ you're gonna have. You'll have clear sight lines. I highly doubt they've got a stinger or something, so you should be fine.
You hear, obviously the person has taken whatever they're using to speak with you off and is conversing with somebody. It's a little hard to make out. You get pretty much a confirmation sound and be like, hey, you want to meet us there, or do you want us to just go in?
Well, one sec. Lads in the back, can we do the thing here, or do we have to be in the building? I'm talking to you, Seth.
I'm looking.
Come on, speak to me.
Look to our what? I'm going, can we do it here?
Everybody's looking at everybody else like, wait.
Please hold, 0 hour comrades. My colleagues are being stupid and not talking.
Happy to make a roll on that. Is that possible?
Go ahead and make a roll.
Same for me.
And at this point, Edmond, you would see the helicopter. It is a very large troop transport helicopter, kind of like.
Just put yourself down there and meet us here. We have to move them inside at worst. At best, we can do what we need to do here.
Intelligence or alcohol, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I got 1 success.
I'm waiting for Seth's roll. All right.
1.
It would be risky. It could possibly work, but it'd be better to do it instead of doing it off of a main road. It would be better to do it at the actual nexus.
Inside. Play it safe, we go inside.
We need the best possible chance. That's where it's
Right.
most potent.
All right, Chopper. They don't want to try it out here. They need to move the bodies inside. So, if you can meet us here, we could use extra hands carrying them.
You do see the helicopter eventually make some landing at the Washington Monument. And you do see a very large group of people piling out. One that is certainly larger than the rest is a very large individual with a bald head.
Right. God, what's the ragtag cavalry have arrived. Yeah.
He's waving too. He's like,
Yes, the large man is waving, kind of excitedly. Eventually, the group of, roughly 30, 40 people arrive. Hi, everyone. The bald guy's kind of waving. Hi, everyone.
Man, usually you don't see 2 in the same year.
You're out of 4-hour flight with
Edmond
it.
is mumbling to himself.
2 of what? The big guy's kind of like, 2 of what?
Choppers, land of the Washington Monument. Anyways.
And Edmond, you would actually notice, there are several Prometheans in this group.
Well. Alright, back on track.
Mm-hmm.
Edmond is probably joining the charge forward at this point, because nobody's going to listen to this guy, But Edmond is, running, taking a smoke, and hoping that other people will carry the sarcophagi behind the push.
As stated, it's the big guy seems to have grabbed 2, and then another looks like a military fellow. Not entirely sure. Or at least he carries himself like somebody in the military would. Seems to just have grabbed one as well. Just one handing it and just is moving with Craig in the back. You see the Azothic flame burning in him as well.
Okay, anyways, I'm running forward and I'm shooting the Amanakti guy in the back of the face with lightning. That's my objective. Yes.
All right. So, fun time has begun. All right, so. Oh, hold up. I've got to. I have not cleared his damage from the last time. One moment. Technical difficulty.
No, just keep it the same. It'll be fine.
What about our damage that we took from our visions? I took 3 aggravated for the being a Siddiq vision.
How long does Ag heal for mummies? Vitality? Is it a day? No, it's like 3 days?
Yeah, it's
Something like
3
that.
days.
Response to personality, it halves, doesn't it?
I was more questioning, since that was in a vision, that was in Duat, not in either Irem or...
No, the injuries you received in Duat are real.
Are real, okay.
Yeah.
But we were in Duat for like 2 days, so plus, some travel time. We probably lose at least 1, right?
Yeah.
I can
Okay.
you for that.
I'll drop 1 then.
So, go ahead and make your shooty shoot roll.
Yeah, let's see. Does it activate? Oh, very good. So, yeah, unless there's anything preventing me from getting in range to their mummy, stored up pyros.
Your group is going to be noticed, and there are going to be shots taken at your group. So, the way we're going to have to do this is, since there's a large group...
Just 1d30 to see if I get shot.
1d30. Nice.
Yes. Means you're going to have to give every character a number.
Nope. Not gonna do that. So, who's all running at the head front? Is Seth and Awat also at the head?
Back with the sarcophagi, and definitely trying to make it look as little kind of giveaway as possible, but definitely using one of those big guys as decidedly human shields.
Or Craig.
Yeah, Awat's in the same. Yeah. Big muscly guy can take the damage for him.
They're both hiding behind Craig. Excellent.
Although, given the chance, he is going to activate his psychokinesis when it's appropriate.
For water?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Edmond, since you are up front, we are going to shoot.
I can take it.
Specifically, a specific character is going to shoot at you, though, because she would recognize you.
Ah.
Yeah, their little handgun's not going to do anything to me.
They don't have a handgun.
I mean, they hold it in their hands, so that makes it a handgun.
All right, so You you don't get your defense. You don't have anything special, right?
Nope.
All right. That's gonna be 3 lethal damage as Ishta hits you with the submachine gun.
Oh, that's it.
Mjolnir cannon. Just saying.
And you hear Ishta's voice. They're bringing the friends. Okay. Prepare to be hit on the other side. You know, she's very clearly shouting commands.
Edmond is going to mockingly yell, the VC were better shot than you.
The Viet Cong. Edmond, you got lightning. You're getting in range, not of Amanakti, but of Ishta, if you wanna.
Alright, she'll get evaporated then.
Please do. Please do.
I am a non-discriminatory evaporator. I'll give you another roll.
This is to actually hit.
Okay, that's good enough.
How much?
I don't think you got 11 head boxes.
She doesn't. It's 11 ag. 3 ag.
3 ags, 8 lethal because of the successes, because this is stupid.
My goodness.
Yeah, she's dead. Like, she just.
Yeah, she's dead.
You just see her body completely seize and crumple to the ground and turn into nothing but ash and dust.
I'm doing a lot of that today.
However, that immediately draws Amanakti's attention.
I'll do it again, buddy.
At this point, everybody, with the exception of the 4 in the back with the sarcophagi, are kind of engaging in firefights. However, I'm only interested in one thing here, and that is
Just Edmond live a turn.
So, Amanakti has locked eyes with Edmond here. So, here is the thing. Pulling up my mummy book real quick, because I gotta confirm how this works.
Death.
Say what?
Death. It causes death.
It very well could.
Very well likely will.
Somebody's dying here. It's just a matter of can Amanakti one-shot Edmond, and can Edmond one-shot Amanakti?
This is just Cthulhu tech again. The exploding dice aren't as common here, though, because we're rolling d10s.
Ooh. You see Amanakti raise up a relic in his hand. And then what you would notice it as he attempts to corrupt this relic.
Ooh, that one.
So, that is occult. Ooh, I did not open the right character sheet here. That is occult plus his remnant. Just to confirm, this would be his ab. He just needs 1 success to corrupt this relic. To confirm. Yep, okay.
That's all he gets is one.
And you see the Sekhem twist and corrupt and curdle in this relic that's in his hand. And there's a smile as he just marches towards Edmond. Amanakti takes a massive bite of Edmond, and Edmond goes down. What?
Yes. Awat's gonna spend a willpower to activate his psychokinesis for water. It's what's the roll? Resolve Cult to activate. Hopefully I get more than one success, which is what I've been getting on this roll. Hey, look at that!
7 successes.
Sweet. So that's
An exceptional.
That's exceptional, yes. I could just straight up attack with it if I so choose.
The nearest water source is a little far away, though.
Oh, I don't need a water source. It's rank 5, so I can manifest it. I pull the ambient water from the air and do something like that, and then shoot it.
So are you going to shoot it, or are you going to explode it?
Just saying, humans are 80% water.
Well, yeah, that too. Well, those are two different things.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking.
As in, I don't think they're exclusive, unless you say they're exclusive.
So what are you doing? That was the question.
I see. So, yeah, to start, I will use a trapped potential in psychokinetic combat to explode or detonate an object within my resolve in yards. So I'm going to...
You are going to take a -4 for the relic's essentially tolerance.
Okay, so that makes it 3 successes, yes?
I thought this was to activate it, not to actually...
Yeah, the roll is to activate it, but it says when you activate psychokinesis, choose any object within yards, blah, blah, blah.
Okay, and this thing, you don't roll again? For how much damage it does to the durability?
As a reflective action, you can detonate the object, causing 3 points of backing damage to anyone close by it, and creating size 3 patch of force.
All right. I guess in this case, the object explodes. Curdled Sekhem flows out of it. Amanakti's kind of staggered backwards a little bit.
Aha!
Seth?
Am I anywhere near Edmond?
You'd have to rush to the front since you were kind of back with the sarcophagi.
Can I say if he's moving or?
If he's moving, you can't tell it, and you're a little too far to see the chest rise and fall.
Yeah. I'll hold back, like sort of doubling over, like holding the relics. So essentially, yeah, I'm gonna go full defense.
All right. Amanakti kind of looks down at where Edmond is and smirks as he kind of shakes his hand from where the relic exploded, but locks eyes immediately with Awat. And as he kind of marches towards Awat, he speaks very slowly. You had a chance, you know. You were given a chance to live. And as he says that, he kind of pulls out his Kapesh.
Okay.
Your go.
Oh, it's my go.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
He's using his turn to close the distance, essentially.
Oh, okay. I got you. Well, then I'm going to attack with my water ball. I don't actually know if I have to reroll every time.
Read faster.
Reading.
Make a roll in. Make something up.
Yes, go ahead. Reroll now. Go.
Okay. Willpower, resolve occult.
Does he get defense against this?
Doesn't say any defense is applied.
Okay. So he's gonna take...
So that's 3 successes. It's 2 lethal weapon
So he's gonna take...
with armor piercing 2.
He's
Because
gonna
psychokinetic.
take 4 lethal then. His robes, you see a little bit of the Sekhem ebb away, but as soon as the water hits him, it reforms what looks to be almost like a shield of Sekhem. And it is Seth's go. At this point now, Amanakti's definitely in between you and Edmond if you want to rush to get to Edmond.
I'll run ahead, yeah. But I will dodge if there's anything incoming as an action.
Honestly, Amanakti's not interested in you. He's interested in Awat here. So he lets you go by. You can tell Edmond is alive, if barely.
Edmond, say something, and I'll do a little kind of face flap.
Oh, did he roll?
I don't think after taking that much bag, I don't think you can roll to stay conscious.
I'll hold my hand over his mouth, see if I can feel any breath.
A little bit. Could just be the holes, going through him, though.
It's the evening breeze. Okay, I am going to willpower this because I want to do some kind of medical roll, which I'm terrible at. Can I make a check?
Yeah.
Stabilize anything.
Yeah, go ahead. It's going to be intelligence plus medicine.
Okay, I will willpower this because otherwise that gives me 4. I like those odds, at least 1. Come on.
You're not bleeding out today, Edmond.
Damn.
Put a rock in every hole, plugged him.
It's not quite as barbaric. It is like cloth stuck in holes, though.
I think you might have your limp back.
So, Awat, what's your defense?
Awat's defense is 3. And he's going to take 2 points of lethal damage? Let me see. For Corona. Yeah, 2 points of lethal damage for being in melee with me.
Okay.
Yeah, but he has armor, so he doesn't.
Oh, yeah.
So you had 2 defense, you said?
3. Whopping 3.
-1. Because he has area of expertise. Sword. That is asset skill, that's correct. Okay. That is 5 points of lethal damage.
5 lethal. So how do mummies take damage? Because I take damage as a mummy, being Sadiq.
I think it would still be lethal in this situation. I don't think they get to downgrade that type.
Okay.
Let me just confirm.
Sorry for all the questions.
Yeah, especially. You know what? I'm not even gonna bother looking it up. You take 5 lethal damage. Yeah.
Alrighty. 2, 3, 4, 5. 5
You take
lethal.
bashing from firearms, blades, and melee weaponry.
Bashing.
Okay. So 5 bashing.
You also cannot bleed out, cannot be knocked unconscious.
Well, good, because that was my last health box of bashing.
It's at this point that one of the females of the group, I don't know her name. She's dressed somewhat like a street commando almost, somebody that was pseudo-military, or maybe just has some respect for the military. And she kind of like tackles Amanakti. So this is going to be strength plus brawl on his end. He's gonna get 2 successes.
You get 9 again on brawl too?
Sorry, that's just unclicked. Did I get?
Yeah, you got a 9.
It re-rolled a 9, but it didn't re-roll to a success, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, so that's all good.
Yeah, so yeah, we're fine. So,
Annoying.
yes, I know I should have it unclicked, but I don't. You actually see her take him to the ground. And then she kind of, as she's struggling with him, she kind of shouts, "Get the hell out of here and get those things up." Do I have to do everything? All you supernaturals are incompetent.
Seth, go get it done.
Run.
Big man, follow him.
Yeah, Craig's running behind. The other guy that is holding up the other coffin kind of looks down at Edmond and grabs Edmond by the scruff and just...
I'm not done fighting. give me an hour, I'll be back up.
And she kind of shouts, "That means you too, old man. Get the hell out of here."
You keep him out of here. And Elwat will start moving with the group.
And she goes, "Harry Potters, do something."
Oh.
Those are not good words to be said around Igor. I'm going to be very real with you.
Everybody has to take a moment to laugh at Harry Potter's do something. As you guys make your way inside, are you just heading straight down to the tombs?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I'm just hanging out.
So I have a plan for that. As soon as they get all set up, Awa is gonna use water of life and death to make a spring of water, and then we'll put Edmond into it, and he'll heal a bit faster.
How much faster?
It's going to be. Let me pull it up. Yes, I hope it'll work that way on egg. I didn't actually look if it worked on egg.
So,
Where are the
That's not
other
the problem. The lethal, it's just keeping me unconscious.
So,
Okay,
with that, Seth, I'm assuming you're going to immediately start trying to get this right going.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's whatever is needed. Do you have anything in mind, or should I make something up?
Go right ahead. This
Yeah, it's
your time to shine.
it's like setting a candle at the head of each of the sarcophagi, like running along, and setting up the relics along the table, like throwing on his robe.
Oh,
and,
dang it. Won't work. It says the healing waters cannot repair damage in a character's final 3 health boxes. Dang it. Okay. Never mind. Continue.
What else? Candles, relics.
Awet's going to be scrambling to set up the ritual space.
It's grabbing bits of chalk and like doing these like ancient ceramics sigils on the ground and things like that. And
Candles in the corners and all that.
yeah,
Relics here.
Is your friend gonna
Nice.
be okay? And Craig's kind of like poking at Edmond.
not if you keep poking me like that. And, and like trickle blood down the sarcophagi. Oh,
Is there anything I can do to help?
You can stay out of the way, you big child. We'll try to push him out of the circle at least.
Yeah, put
Hey.
him in torment. Good idea.
Hey, that's not nice. Aoife
Here,
says
do
you
it.
should be nice.
I don't know who this Aoife is.
Aoife's
but-
my sister.
Well, why don't you go find your sister and you can do something with her? We need some very specific components in here, and I am afraid you will mess them up.
You see this very just disapproving look as the large man makes his way out of the room.
Simple-minded folk these days.
And then he quickly, as he gets to the top of the stairs, are you sure I shouldn't shock him? It works for me.
don't shock him. Don't shock him. He's alive. He's breathing. And he doesn't need it.
Okay, he looked kind of like me.
Okay. Do you think it would help? To what?
What, electroshock therapy, that kind of thing? I don't think so. But then again, I don't know what Edmond is.
I will go to Edmond. Is he able to speak? It's
Do you have any smelling salts?
I'll take his hand. Edmund, if you can hear me, squeeze my hand. That's
I don't know. Is Edmund even conscious?
Not without something to actually wake you up.
I don't think I got anything for that.
Actually.
Oh.
I've got something.
Ooh.
Hey, guys, there's a guy up here. He's kind of heavy set. He said he saw somebody injured. Can I let him down?
one of ours. One of your friends.
Hey, what's your name again? He says his name's Francis.
Francis could do it, yeah. But I don't know that.
He says he can heal people.
Well, that's fine as long as he stays out of the circle.
This man comes down the stairs and he kind of just raises his hands and is like, and just kind of points at Edmund's body. He's like, I'm not getting any closer than I have to here. Edmund, go ahead and just remove the last 3 of your damage. As
Wake up.
Where is that? Where is he? I'm not done.
You're done for the time being. Where's your lighter?
Yeah, I'm gonna need that when I get back up there and kick him back into the dirt.
I'm going to need it. You're going to need it then. I'm going to need it right now.
Edmund's going to fumble around and hope it's not just like smashed to pieces at this point. Remember, lighter fluid's expensive when the world's collapsing.
and I will. I'm going to run. I'm going to run about, like hastily lighting those candles, and that's all I needed. Oh, thank you.
And I feel like this is a good time to start the ritual. So, I'm assuming Awad and Edmond are going to support.
Yes.
Yeah, Edmond with his 7 ack, he's ready to go.
Just be gentle. Be ginger. Alright, so it's what's the roll? Occult and
Intelligence.
intelligence.
So, occult intelligence.
I'm gonna willpower that because why not? It's the last bit.
And now's definitely the time to burn willpower, if you have it.
5.
Absolutely.
Oh wait, I had a wound penalty. That's fine because it would still apply, but I still got 5 successes.
I'm on
9
Yeah,
successes.
but you could have rolled 3
8,
more dice. You know?
11, 20.
And are you going to burn willpower?
I'm burning willpower. I have
Okay.
20 dice.
Wow. Wow. Just wow.
You didn't even succeed. He failed on like the first 10 dice, too.
Interestingly enough, this is going to take an hour, and I'm going to need another roll.
Is it the same modifiers?
Yes.
Okay. Watch him get lower. What is that?
No.
Those
Oh.
Or
was
wait,
it-
do we give a re-supported roll?
No,
or-
you don't need to roll
No,
again.
okay, never mind. Ignore that.
I saw another 3. It's like, not again.
So is it just me on this roll?
Yeah,
I'm burning another willpower. Okay. Oh, there we go.
better.
There's a 6.
So do you want to reduce the number of successes or reduce the amount of time between each roll?
How long has it been?
This is hour 2. And the fighting is still going on upstairs. You actually hear Craig.
Reduce time. Reduce the
Yeah,
time.
you hear Craig yelling, "Hey, the other big guy, ow!"
Hold the door. Hold the door. And it's Daida Parkt Naima Alba Kinda Anton. And but my final willpower. Another 3 again. Oh.
That was 11 dice. Those last 2 were 11 dice.
They
Shouldn't they be
should've-
20?
Yeah, they should have been 20. So you need to give me an 18 here.
Okay. Eight.
Right on the nose. 20. The relics
Literally out.
shatter,
Well,
and the mummies begin to move. At this point, you hear probably the most blood-curdling screech from Amanakti. And you just hear you hear the large fellow shout down, "Guys, he ran past me. He's coming downstairs." As you hear footsteps behind you guys.
I would like to smoke.
Edmond's just leaning back against the sarcophagus like, give me that roll.
his hand.
This is the last one we got. I will willpower it too, because I'd like to not die.
Five. Oh, that's an exceptional success on your activation. I'm not sure if
I
that.
don't remember if it does anything for...
Well,
It might just be one of those where it's like no additional effect. I'll check.
give me your attack roll. Tired of looking up rules.
What do you mean? So, I mean, it's the same thing, but guess what? I have more willpower because that's pathetic.
So how much damage is that?
3 ag, 9 lethal.
So, 1, 2. You said 9 lethal?
Correct.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The lightning bolt hits him. He staggers back and then lurches forward again. Anybody else want anything else?
Yes, I'm also gonna fling some water balloons at him. I just realized my bashing should be healed for...
Yes.
Yeah. Because it's been some time. Let me fix...
It's been a couple of hours, so, I mean, any lethal, I think, heals a bit, too.
I didn't have any lethal. Just a couple of ag that will be 3 days each. Alright, so resolve occult, spend a willpower. 3 successes. I will also send that as an attack at him.
And that's...
5.
The water bursts against him, and he kind of drops to the ground on his knees. It's about at this point that the mummies have shaken off their fugue. The closest one kind of looks down at Amanakti, grabs his sword, and beheads him. Before kind of tossing the weapon down.
Seth is going to fall to his knees, partly out of respect, partly because he doesn't have any more willpower.
Well, there's probably still more of them up there. On your feet, soldier.
Is he dead?
We don't ever die, nor do they. How you doing, grandfather?
Kind of a sigh of relief because he hadn't turned around yet. So he'll turn, he'll see her in all her freshly awakened glory. I am much better now that you're here with me. How was your sleep?
Duat's hell.
Yes. Well, hell has arrived here in the living world as well.
You'll have to fill me in, but, you said that there were more. I don't hear anything, though. And it is now that you have come to notice that there is silence up above.
That's either good news or bad news.
Well, I'm gonna find out which now that I'm done being stuck down here.
Let me help you, as your granddaughter moves over and kind of yanks Edmond up to his feet.
I will be accepting no more help from any of your people today.
I'm sorry. I may be missing things here or there. What's your name, by the way?
Not important. You could go tell your grandson over there to go. He'll fill you in.
She kind of gives a look of, is he always like this?
Yeah, it is.
I have a bad toastess.
One of our more belligerent members.
She kind of turns to Seth. I'm assuming... She stares at you.
Head down.
You're not... She kind of shakes her head. There's something different about you. She shrugs. Maybe, Alwat will be able to fill me in. and then she makes her way up, and then you hear, as you guys probably follow her up, the other two Arisen are behind you. You hear that same female's voice. Oh, great. Now we've got dusty old bags of bones walking around. Oh. And they crackle with lightning. Wonderful, wonderful. When's the gigantic sandstorm with the face coming? I'm thinking of the right movie, right?
Did you see that? Was there another one? Why didn't you get his help?
She kind of raises an eyebrow.
Think about moving pictures that tell a story.
At this point, this is the first time that anybody's actually gotten a chance to look around. Specifically, the female that keeps speaking, as stated, is dressed in somewhat street military wear. The only thing outside of her AR-15 that's noticeable is a book in her cargo pants pocket. It's you can only see the very edge of it. It is silver with two very long silverish bookmarks hanging out of it. It seems to be a rather thick book. It fills the entire cargo pocket, roughly about this thick. You see somebody that seems to have forgotten that grunge died in the 90s. Some guy that seems to be in full riot gear. The portly man kind of stands over to the side with those two individuals. The lady speaks up again. Well, I guess it's time to get everybody on that chopper. It's gonna be a little tight, honestly. I hope you don't mind. None of you are sick, right? Let's start with that, actually.
What will meekly raise his hand. I was told that I had a sickness.
Well,
and a little meta-y, but wouldn't at least one other, maybe two others, raise their hand?
I think I discussed something regarding Craig with that.
Oh, okay.
I'm sick of deserts, but I don't think that's what you're looking for.
No, it is not. Well, she kind of takes off the AR and
Wait,
offers the handle over to Awat. If you would do us the favor.
You know, you are the third person now to offer me the death.
Hey,
why?
hey.
Are snakes people?
Quite frankly, I don't want anybody sick on this plane ride. This is the entire reason why we're even here. It's to stop this.
Understandable. But the last few days of my life have been incredibly enlightening. And maybe there's something in what I learned that could help. I'd ask that maybe the two of us remain behind.
She kind of takes... my gun's probably not going to do it for you. Hey, Kurt Cobain, do you got your shotgun on you?
Well, it depends if we, depends on what's the old time I want to do. But yeah.
I would, to be honest, I'd much rather live.
Oh, well, it seems like that decision's kind of been taken from you.
In that case, I would like to use what remaining time I have left to assist in any way that I can. My whole reason for existence now has been to assist my Arisen masters in their quests. So if this is to be my last not descent, what is the word? Is it descent?
At this point, the person that you first spoke with when these few months ago kind of claps a hand on the woman's shoulder. Please, forgive her callousness. She spent the last several years hunting down, creatures like all of us, and he kind of makes a general gesture to anything that would not be classified as human in the room. Her relationship with us is tentative. Our goals align for now. Should things go correctly and this threat gets ended, I cannot be certain that she won't immediately just turn around and start putting bullets in people's heads. I cannot attest to that at this time.
The voice from the back. She can try.
Well,
adapt or die. You don't shoot your damn allies, and you don't shoot humans either.
I can attest. She probably won't shoot you if you're human.
No, she'll just hand you the gun and tell you to do it yourself.
Okay. Now
burning.
to be fair, what? You ain't human.
Definition of human's been expanding in recent years, and I reckon it'll stay like that. Last I checked, there's not a lot of people left to hold up to the old definition, eh?
Well,
I think we're all featherless bipeds, or whatever that the Persian guy said. That's wrong.
Greek. He was Greek.
Yeah, well, either way.
So, I see you've been successful this time. Good. So, I feel like this is the time. If you have any questions, it's time to get them out. Awat, due to your recent contraction of the plague, we do have a special holding facility. We can hold you in there and still take you with us. If that is something you would wish to accompany us.
Well, let me ask, how much of a danger am I to this group? But he says this group, but he's looking at his granddaughter.
As you are, and as you will probably be for some time. Not much. It depends on the vector. It depends on if it deems you worthy. You could become one of the near zombie-like beings that this thing can produce. You could turn into a gelatinous mass of cancerous tumors.
The things under the Pentagon.
They're not just under there, they're all over the place. To be fair.
Then I will accept your offer to be put in this cell, and I will assist in any way I can from that room, I guess.
Excellent. Okay, so, Edmond, are you in any condition to fly? None of us are really pilots. We've been making do with a bit of...
Give me a second to pop the shoulder back into place, and we'll see what we can do.
Kind of starts looking around. Zira, yeah, it's Zira. Zira, get over here. Do your, I would recommend anybody that is of human origin, please leave the vicinity at this moment. And if you hear the woman go, oh, this Harry Potter magic again, great. Always gotta leave the room.
Magic is a very strong word. No such thing.
It's the only appropriate term here. As Zira kind of kneels down, and your wounds vanish.
You bloody shit.
She also, there was an abnormality in the brain, something to do with the centers that converted short-term into long-term memory. I also corrected those. Also, there was something there were certain chemicals in the brain that were being released, and,
Get the hell out of my brain and stay out of it, or I'm kicking you out of the chopper.
Well, I've already dealt with it. You should be able to sleep now, by the way.
And you should be able to walk to your destination.
Wait, hold on, if she can do all that, why can't she just fix me?
If only it were that simple. Whatever was wrong with him, it could be fixed. Every single time we've tried to heal, this thing, unless it's in the most earliest of stages, it's never went well. We've been able to buy time, but, she kind of shrugs. As she
How early is earliest stages?
Oh, Catalina said it was within minutes?
Ah, damn it. It's been a few days for me, apparently.
I mean, it's something I could experiment around with, but, I wouldn't hold your breath.
Well, do what you can.
Well, we'll do it on the plane ride. We got someplace to be, right? And she kind of looks over at the well-dressed gentleman. And he goes, yeah, so, Edmond, we're gonna need you to take us to Indiana.
And do we even have the fuel? That's a damn Chinook. It's not the best fuel economy.
We just healed you from near death to complete picture of health. You've probably never been this healthy in your life. You don't think we have a way of producing fuel?
Look, whatever you did is just as bad as whatever their stupid desert pope did the other day. Now, just leave. I'm going to the chopper. I'm done with all this.
So, your flight coordinates are going to be, it's a small little, city, town called Frankfurt. We're going to be dealing with, people that have, frankly, worse attitudes than you.
Well, you've obviously never served in any unit in the armed forces.
We're dealing with actual werewolves, so I mean, I'm pretty sure they could tear.
Honestly, I trust a werewolf more than a sergeant who hasn't had his cigs in a few weeks.
So, it's at this point that he kind of turns to the other people as Edmond's already walking away. Well, if you would like to join me and ask any questions, now would be the time. Otherwise, we've got a chopper to catch, because I don't think Edmond's gonna wait more than 5 minutes.
Well, now that we're kind of taking a pause here, I don't think I've ever asked what the hell is happening with the world and gotten a good, clear answer. I suppose it could be explained along the way if you don't have time now.
A plague was unleashed by some, oh, how do I put this term delicately?
Idiots.
Moronic individuals. Though, quite frankly, we blame one more than the rest. The individual that you spoke with was part of that group. The one that keeps calling everybody colorful nicknames. Don't ever expect her to call you anything other than a nickname. It'll be whatever comes to her head first. She was part of that original group and saw the release of this plague. Got a little bit of a chip on her shoulder since that incident.
She helped to bring it in, and now she wants us to put it back. Is that it?
It's not necessarily that she helped bring it in. It's more that she's helping taking it out. She watched it happen. She didn't know it was going to happen. So she does feel somewhat personally responsible for the situation, and it's the only reason why she's not constantly putting bullets in vampire skulls. Oh, and also, for those of you that have blood, please stay a good distance away from the vampires. They're currently asleep in the coffins.
That
Yes.
helps to see how, if there's any sign of how, what time to like check my phone, check my watch, how long will we got before sunset?
You won't arrive there before sunset, so there is going to be a short period of time where the chopper's gonna have awake vampires in it. And I realize I'm throwing a lot of these terms around. Key terms here. When we visit the werewolves, don't say the W word. They prefer Aratha. Don't say the V word around the vampires. Use the word kindred.
What about you?
What about me?
What do we call you?
And he kind of takes off his glasses, and you realize that his eyes are somewhat camera. They have lenses that essentially open and close. He removes a gloved hand, and then you see what look to be like Cat5 cables, etc. It depends on who you ask. We call ourselves the Unchained. A lot of the people that we've dealt with, they call us demons.
And what is a Harry Potter?
Oh, I've got a lot to fill you in. That's my childhood right there.
And as he kind of pats a lot on the back after he puts the glove back on. That one will explain on the way. The final hours are upon us, gentlemen. Let's just hope that we get a good story out of them. And that is where we're going to call this session. We will see everybody. Not next week, actually. We will be off next week. We will be back the week after, though. With Geist the Sin Eaters. Marvelous City of the Dead. You have just finished listening to this week's episode of Mummy the Curse 2nd Edition Final Hours, part of the Domain Gaming's Contagion Anthology, written and told by Wyverian. A special thanks to you, the listener. And if you wish to continue supporting us, subscribe, like, and share. As always, comments are welcome. Until the next chapter, don't stop asking yourself, in the fading memories of this dying world, can we discover a way to survive?